Can people change? The question may sound somewhat abstract and disinterested, as if one were asking for a friend or for the universe, but it's likely to be a good deal more personally and painfully motivated than that. Even if people can change, they certainly don't change easily. Maybe they flare up every time we raise an issue and accuse us of being cruel or dogmatic. Maybe they break down late at night and admit they have a problem, but by morning vehemently deny that there could ever be anything amiss. Maybe they say, yes, they get it now, but they don't ever deploy understanding where it really matters. We can at best conclude that by the time we've had to raise the question of change in our minds, someone around us has managed not to change, either very straightforwardly or very gracefully. The refusal to change is more tenacious and willed than this. A person's entire character may be structured around an active aspiration not to know and not to feel particular things. The possibility of insight will be aggressively warded off through drink, compulsive work routines, or offended irritation with all those who attempt to spark it. In other words, the unchanging person doesn't only lack knowledge, they are vigorously committed to not acquiring it. And they resist it because they're fleeing from something extraordinarily painful in their past that they were originally too weak or helpless to face and still haven't found the wherewithal to confront. One isn't so much dealing with an unchanging person as first and foremost with a traumatized one. Part of the problem when one is on the outside is realizing what one's up against. The lack of change can seem so frustrating because one can't apprehend why it should be so hard. Couldn't they simply move an inch or two in the right direction? But if we considered, at that moment, the full scale of what this person once faced and the conditions in which their mind was formed, and certain of its doors bolted shut, we might be more realistic and more compassionate. Couldn't they just would no longer quite make sense.